one time, and then you're gonna play a team that's on a 10-game win streak in game mode number 3. Yeah, good luck. Let's see some, Vancouver.
Yeah, that's yes. That's yes. Okay, let's get onto it though. Scar to get us kicked off, and I think the interesting conversation point surrounding Vancouver is going to be if / possibly when there are changes. What would you potentially do? Abe had a great Blackheart start versus Carolina, but we know how the series ended. 3-0, not what we would have expected. Who would you say, Jay, is your player to watch to maybe fight for their job today?
I think realistically, everyone's job is on the line for Vancouver because we already seen it one time this year. It's Cloud9 team wipe, Vancouver potentially in another situation to do the same exact thing, especially what they did versus Carolina. Like, that was just a complete misplay. Like, you dominate them on land, you get to online with Carolina, obviously a little bit more comfortable, but you didn't even look like you were ready for that matchup. But into this P1, you're fighting with the green wall. You keep it scrappy off of the mid hard point, but now the rotation in favor of OpTic. And for Vancouver, who only have a 6% chance at finding a break on Scar, let's see how they set this one up.
That's exactly right. The numbers have not been great for Vancouver really anywhere. And that will be something that we'll keep our eyes avidly on, as Mercules will make sure the opening break attempt for Vancouver gets completely stifled. Hook is also putting a nuisance over towards the middle of the map, so Vancouver are really not even getting a good look to even set up a second attempt right now, because Mercules just takes the space away. Not once but twice. 10-2, 5 in a row. Vancouver, well, you may just have to chalk and rotate now. 20 seconds remain on the hill.
And this is why it's tough, man, because I tweeted it yesterday after watching OpTic play. They just have every single player from left to right with takeover ability. So Dash is sitting at 2 and 4. He was 1 and 3 before that engagement he just had. All he has to do is just hard block blue. I got players who are going to find every kill possible. An 11 and 3 start from Mercules, 6 and 3 from the nuke. Just controlling this game from start to finish is too much to handle sometimes.
Yeah, and it feels like we're in that realm already. Really good rotation here. Now has Vancouver again trying to just get their feet on the ground before they can even attempt a break. And Hook once more is already destroying Vancouver before they can hit the go button. Oh my goodness. It goes from bad to worse that quickly. 30 seconds remain, and again, Vancouver are barely even getting out of spawn before they're getting challenged by Hook, who's now on 5 in a row. This has been perfect.
Yeah, the way that OpTic are just playing this hard point, this is perfection. Like, this is sort of like the same exact realm that we saw OpTic at the ending of last season, where they're not losing maps, barely making mistakes, and basically playing perfect Call of Duty. Yeah, this is what it looks like, because I can only imagine what the communication sounds like on the side of the Surge, because everybody's coming off spawn, but even when you're coming off spawn on angles you're not supposed to watch your back, OpTic are still in positions to contest you. So, yeah, 100-point lead. At least Vancouver had the rotation, right?
Yeah, that's right. We can start there. Nice moment there from Abe, able to find one on the opening pinch. OpTic now trying to fight for spawns. TJ picks up onto one, but not the second. Spawns will now move as Merc will spawn up and get ready to go for a break attempt. Shotzi right there with him. Quinn inside the hard point. Nice moment out of him. And Vancouver are able to bunker up and lock things down. Okay, a little bit of life here. Slow start, but starting to put it together here now are the Surge. Who gets one more? 20 seconds remaining. It looks like OpTic are just going to full dive on in, see what they can get out of it, because why not with the leader's advantage? But TJ and Quinn are doing a nice job of at least battling this back. Last 15 seconds, couple of close spawns for Vancouver will have them mostly taking the, I would say, full time here at 4. Really nice help from them.
Yeah, this is good stuff from Vancouver to manage the time off of the P4 and also to manage them winning the rotation over towards P5. Because even though you're down by 7, and you can still make this a very scrappy game with a good chunk of time here, you just got to locate the playmakers on the opposite side and put someone in a position potentially to hard block. You know, sometimes that's the best way to win hard points. But Mercury just slips his way on up, gets himself in a position for Shotzi to spawn in towards the back. Now OpTic have green.
Yeah, and this has just been such a casual game for Bruce right now. He has just been sitting and watching lanes, but all the SMGs and, well, SMGs, let's say all the other players in the map are just pushing forward, finding their kills and an extra behind it. So Dashy is just chilling, hanging out, and at this very casual moment of another 100-point lead brewing, we'll see how OpTic are vibing with the listen it.
Go. Everyone go. Yeah, I'm trying to go for it.
Wait, there's just one white wall, right?
Still got a white wall spot, probably. But definitely, most likely.
You're at blue,
you're at blue.
What, back blue?
Yeah, deep blue. Someone spawned out, I think.
Back blue, back blue. Top blue.
Actually, 2 spawn rolls. I
think they all spawned those.
Would you make that guy help him?
I did not
2 I
spawn
wall.
out.
2 I wall.
Watch out on time, TJ.
Yeah,
Another guy's P1.
2 on time.
Pitching
Another guy's
I'm full
P1.
set in it. I'm full set on time. He's still watch out. Watch out.
What's up, broken?
Gonna be right side time.
Yeah, they're shot. They're shot.
Shot,
Guys.
shot.
Really, they're shot. Really.
One shot.
Dead.
One shot.
Top blue, top blue, top blue.
Top blue.
Top blue's weak.
They're shot still.
They shot TJ.
They're still the shot. What the fuck?
Top blue backed up.
One could be on the right, honest.
I want this
shot
shot.
dead, shot dead. I'm 1 HP. Another one shot.
Dead.
That's it.
Stop.
Keep walking blue. Keep walking blue. There's one
Yo,
rest of
tell me
blue.
white wall on time. White wall on time.
Left side time. Half health. Nice.
There's still white wall.
Nice.
Nice. There's one rest of blue. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost
I
out.
don't know where they're spawning. I spawned green.
One could have spawned
Yeah,
with
top
set.
blue. There is wood. He's intergen right now. There is top blue.
On the time, dead.
One's top
He's
with
on me.
steps.
Hey, he's on you. Low right. Not weak. Ace and B.
Ace, he's still A-search, he's still A-search.
I'm playing left.
They searched dead.
I'm nading time.
What's up blue? Top
Probably gonna
blue.
be shot bomb.
Top blue. Watch out.
I need
Top
time.
blue bullet.
Right on my right. He's on new boys. Low gen.
Low new.
That guy was top blue.
Another one top blue.
Hey,
Hey, wait,
Rush up,
Okay,
bullet.
okay. I can
Stop peeking.
go on broken.
Bullet
Shot
shot.
by time.
Hey, dead. I knew.
Nice.
They're spawning white wall on me.
What's top blue? Top blue TJ. White wall and gens. White wall and gens.
Top blue. I
Our
can get him.
gens.
Watch out,
That
top
was like our
left.
side shot.
He's shot. I'm talking once.
Is he
I have
pitching?
your help.
Yeah. He's
Dead.
nice 3.
I'm flooding for
Top paint already. Top paint dead.
I'll come.
Nice, yeah,
Nice.
I'll back
Watch
him
out this.
I'm staying down.
I'm
I'm staying
back
down.
blue.
I'm watching top. I'm watching top.
Heard you. Good play. Good play.
Top not challenging.
Yeah, one guy's low,
Yo, one is rest up.
Dead.
Dude. I mean, it's just one of those things, and I think a lot of the green wall are sitting here saying it, and probably others are like, dude, who continues to play like this? I don't know if anyone's going to touch OpTic this stage.
Oh yeah, it's GG, bro. Like the nuke is on point. It's like the human radar. I promise you, for everyone watching this series, all green wall fans, even some of the people that are supporting Surge, you watch the nuke's POV of when he plays ranked player, even when they're scrimming. He's literally the human radar and knows every little ounce of the game that he needs to. Every position he finds himself in, he is quarterbacking. He is telling his teammates where the pressure is going to come on in. And he is still doing all of that while managing to be double positive. The nuke is at a different level ever since the ending of last year, or even before that when he ended his stage with Surge. Like, he grew that leadership role and he's taking it all the way to the sky.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's one of those things that really does just catch you off with no words to be said besides just appreciating what you're seeing on screen. So here we go. Opportunity once again, though, for Vancouver. As, again, P4 was good for them and the last time around. This third one's going pretty well for them. And it just kind of goes to show in a way, as this game is still likely going to be, if it continues the way it's going, a pretty casual walkway for OpTic. But it just goes to show that you're never really out of a map if you can put together one good hill in the first set, keep the game within 60 points. Like, anything can happen. And hold on a second, you trade out Shotzi here and you're going to be able to set up the majority of 3 going into spawns for 4, and Vancouver find themselves again only down 70 points. You hold this, we've got ourselves a game.
Okay, Vancouver are not really banking on breaking. They're just banking on holding, and so far that has been the recipe to success. Only going to be down by 50 points. Still keeping yourself into the mix. Abe looking for a one-on-one gunfight versus Shotzi. Cannot locate him. His teammate does, but OpTic for now have the spawns.
Yeah. Really nice break attempt for OpTic. They were able to flip the spawns for a moment the last time we were here. This hit, way more convincing. Largely just not getting picked early off of the extremities, allowing those pinches to continue to not just find wins around the back for the spawns, but at worst, continue to block them. Shotzi, Dashy finding eliminations. Vancouver still in from the front, but Shotzi, a little bit of messiness, but still is able to kind of finesse his way up the staircase for one. Gwyn shut down in the last 10 seconds of scrap time. We'll have OpTic, pretty much put in the finishing touch on this map as we rotate back over to 5 one more time.
Yeah, just looking for an opening kill. As the nuke already takes a lot of space through the middle of the map. Finds TJ Halley, is able to finesse, find kill number 2. And now he almost single-handedly breaks down the P5. But OpTic are here contesting towards the backside. They have them trapped.
Damage in towards Lunars. No trade initially, but there's Dashy up top to find it. And now into the hill we go. Gwyn predicted, but able to win the gunfight. TJ's able to earn himself a Hellstorm. He'll use that to try to keep OpTic out of the hill, but they only need a couple of seconds, so you have to sprint it forward. One more player needs to step foot on it. Although both players are actually up top right now, so not going to happen initially.
Who's played Raid Search and Destroy since he was in diapers, who understands the play style, understands the way you need to play versus OpTic. So TJ's got to slow them down.
Well, opportunity early. Oh, nice shots from Gwyn. With the Semtex to follow for TJ, isolating on towards top side laundry for a plant through the pillar side. Mercury's at the moment, though, it goes a little bit unnoticed. Shotsy on the quick pinch, not able to get there in time to isolate onto Gwyn. So we go from a 2v4 to a 2v3 once Shotsy eventually gets the trade. But how about this full wrap for Vancouver? And how about the read from Hook? Oh no! TJ right there for the trade, but now it's just out of the 1v1 for Shotsy. Sees the barrel, knows where the gunfight's gonna be at. TJ, decent shots, but not enough. And OpTic clutch up the 2v4.
You see, gained some momentum early. Yeah, it instantly got taken away.
Wow. Ooh, Dashy almost, but it's Gwyn instead for first blood. Abe, cautious, my friend. And how about this? The read on the other side says there might be someone on the flank. TJ gets caught just sprinting. I mean, oh, we don't, again, kind of the same story you're just talking about. If you're Vancouver, you don't see anyone pushing ring with this double setup. You have to take your time on the pinch if you know OpTic's not playing forward. And instead, now you get another lifeline to OpTic off this 3v3 post plant. Shots, he's in a really tricky spot, and he's going to get a freebie.
Hey, spots one. Abe, unfortunately, is not going to be ready for this one, or was he? Because he gets him down to half HP. Gwyn finds one on the pinch as well, so it's a 2v2. Now it's a 1v2 all up to Big Brucey.
Man. Bruce has Gwyn. Again, best pistol player in the league. Oh, a nice slide from Lunars. Yeah, Dashy knows if he was just a little bit lower on the OpTic, maybe that would have connected. But no, little slide underneath is good for Lunars, and Vancouver will salvage.
On in. Gives Lunars the advantage to tie the series. Tie the map.
Yeah. Nades from OpTic, very heavily focused in towards Zig. Shotsy swimming. Gwyn, did he notice this? Doesn't look like it. Awkward here for Shotsy. Catches his breath literally and now has the pistol ready to go. Gwyn still seen over the top. Pistol shots from Shotsy are perfect, but he will be traded out by Gwyn's pistol. Abe looking for a plant, but not committing, as Vancouver are possibly considering a re-wrap, but they're leaving Abe by himself. At least he's able to win the first gunfight.
Yeah, big plays out of Abe. So when his ISO one-on-one, keep the numbers in favor of Surge, but still going to be delayed on the plant. So this allows OpTic to take a lot of more space away around the map. Mercury's on the pinch, just looking for the timing. Gets info onto Lunars, just going to reposition back to Dashy.
Should be all right for the reposition for now. Just comes down to the timing of if they catch Vancouver slipping through Benjamin, though they do not. But back over towards Zig. That's info. And Dashy's going to step up, try to find the first gunfight win. He's in some trouble. Good isolate. Interesting battle to this point, because it definitely feels like OpTic have made the right reads. But a couple of the key gunfights have kept Vancouver at the edge after these opening first blood battles have started to be tallied up. Shotsy thinking about getting aggressive. Trophy system is seen, and he wants to delete it, but can't find the first shot to hit it, and in that moment, Hook will drop. There's the nade. A little bounce pass off the corner. Does not land for any damage. And OpTic are going to try to fight for the bomb on top of it here at Laundry. Slide out for Gwyn by himself. What are we doing? Hello? Oh, Shotsy falls off the map with that.
There, and you get 2-piece by Shotsy. So OpTic tied the game by just being prepared for the fights over on the backside of Laundry, even in the man disadvantage. And now at 2-2, OpTic are continuing on the aggression through ring.
All smoke down, making it difficult with the aim assist, but Gwyn still is able to... Okay. Do we get a second to actually watch the round unfold? We'll find out. Pistol, Frederick sniper pistol combo for Dashy. Not going to land. Mercury's will be the first one to drop. And Dashy will not get a third opportunity to try to hit a snipe, at least not on that angle. Hook damage towards money window, now focused over towards water steps while Shotsy picks up the play towards basketball. And this is just down to, yeah, can we allow Bruce to continue to use this sniper? He's not going to miss for all that long. Hook able to find one more before dropping. Pinch easily established from Shotsy from that position. And the last player, an Abe, has been seen.
We're putting ourselves in a position, especially on defense, to win these rounds, but OpTic need to beat us by planning, and we're not even giving them a chance to do that.
Yeah, exactly right. TJ, good first blood through mid. Thought about planting, and he's got coverage, but the nades for OpTic push them off. Gwyn can't finish the kill right in front of him. And another numbers situation has Vancouver scrambling towards B. Dashy is here, and he hits. I mean,
Oh, man.
dude. Jay, I can't if he wins that with the pistol. Oh my goodness. Possible.
Dashy just gets a freebie with the snipe. And now OpTic have chained 4 rounds in a row to be at game point.
I'm starting to lose composure, Jay.
I'm right there with you, brother.
First blood on to Gwyn. And look at the position for OpTic. Shotzi's in money. And Vancouver, who are already late to the rotation, will have an opportunity to potentially isolate onto Abe here at mid, and that's exactly the case. Yeah, I mean, we're lost right now, Jay. We are lost.
Now that
We are
the
the
backside of the
definition
ball.
of lost.
Dominant in this series because he's been low-key
Correct.
cooling it. Because the nuke's on point, Dashy has his moments, and Shotzi's just all over the map. But Mercury's, man, what a player.
Yeah, it's just been such a treat to watch. And how about this opener for OpTic? It's perfect. That's the easy way to say it. Vancouver on their breakoff can't find a kill, and Mercules has already scored. And if he finds that kill versus Lunars, that would have been something different. So back over to Dojo we go. Dashy and Hook have the line established. Long route from Shotzi being red and handled nicely so Vancouver can stabilize here early.
Yeah, they have control of the EMP, the map control to go with it. They're just looking for the kills now to open up the lanes that they are approaching. But unfortunately, the first one goes in favor of the nuke. It's all about stabilizing if you are OpTic, making sure your pinches are being watched. Shotzi playing a rat corner onto TJ, catches him lacking, and now OpTic in firm control of the EMP until Gwyn finds a double.
Yep, Dashy just going to try to keep his life. Ooh, tries to actually slip back, knowing that he had Hook working rooftops and Shotzi pivoting at mid, but now all of a sudden OpTic are a little bit caught, lacking defensively. Merc, Dashy off spawn, just trying to bunker up Shotzi off the pinch. No commitment for Vancouver to push forward, and not counting numbers well means that OpTic can now start to run, legitimately sprint over towards the Dojo goal of A. Mercules will not like the look of that and will back away, and we'll get to work trying to bombard the point with nades.
Yeah, I don't know if that's miscommunication right there out of Surge, because no one on your approach to potentially get a capture is watching a pinch, or you were just thinking that Luna's off spawn was going to be in a position to do so. But OpTic set up that flank for free, shut you down, and thankfully you're able to shut them down on a goal line stop and still maintain a map control over towards Dojo.
Yeah, this is big, especially with TJ trying to run up behind the play. He stays away from the initial pick up through mid. Gets you one, but is that enough? Doesn't seem likely. Vancouver will try to back away. Shotzi already in position to get the read on that wrap before it really even develops, and that's 3 straight down. The last one staying alive is TJ, who was staggered off that play, and OpTic have members all over the map with the EMP looking towards roofs.
And you see what it does? Like, Dashy finds the first blood, so now that forces Abe to be the defensive player over towards that A site. And your teammates got to clutch up in a man disadvantage. Thankfully, Gwyn and Abe are able to find clutch kills all around to shut down another push here for the green wall. And now it's a bloodbath fight over towards rooftops.
And Hook's able to get away with 2. I've done that once or twice. Stray dead bodies on the map. Hook takes an extra shot, but still finds elimination without much cause for concern. So now you've got Mercules watching towards roofs. Shotzi potentially trying to create something over towards A, and Vancouver don't know which way to look, which is odd because you know where the EMP carrier is. It literally shines on the minimap. But a stun lands, and Vancouver will have a gold line stand for now. Dashy trying to keep the play alive. Won't be able to get the better of Lunars, and things will once again stabilize for Vancouver as they pick up the EMP with 1:40 on the clock.
Hey, Vancouver have a lot of great goalies so far in this game because OpTic have found themselves in the heavy driver's seat to potentially go up 4-0, and they are so far in your spawn that they clear you off the rotation and are able to get their second score on the board. Now Shotzi being the lead blocker is able to slip by a couple players, find the opening kill. Now all he has to do is finesse.
Stun will land over towards small room as well. Hook, Dashy right there with them, and here we go again. Only player who can defend this is TJ, and he gets beat by Mercules' pistol. Wow, dude, this is yeah. It's just one of those things for Vancouver. Again, you've had a couple of nice moments, but it just feels like the decisions that they've put together, even when they've been on the attack, have been so slow. It's just like, who's quarterbacking this team right now?
And it's because it's just very difficult to keep track of all of OpTic. Like when OpTic have the EMP in their possession and they're going for a score, you know you have to watch your pinch, you gotta watch in front of you, you gotta watch the creepy angle all the way around on the backside of the map because OpTic are just so good at setting up these pinches and always forcing Surge to be on their toes. Now another situation when you could potentially end the half with for the nuke. It's just hoping that your teammates can find a couple kills through the middle.
No.
Or I'm just gonna send it and find the kills on my own. Not able to get the second one onto Gwyn, but shot C gets shut down and another stop there for Surge.
Yeah, I mean, a kill away from being able to get it to a 4-0 escalated halftime. As Abe is in a really good spot if he can find one.
But it's just OpTic right now have a really good grasp on Overload and they continue to show it.
Yes, they do. See if there's going to be some signs of life here in any way for Vancouver. Opening break off. TJ's able to find the first. That's over towards Dojo's side. Gwyn also reads Shotzi trying to play a pinch through the second hill. And that's going to lead to an opportunity to grab. Not fully go though, as TJ gets shots into Dashy, but doesn't expect Hook to be on that quick play, and the hop up now has Hook and the rest of OpTic looking forward, but Lunars will cut things over at the connector through mid.
Go.
And we'll stabilize reset, and Shotzi, hold on, able to get one, and okay, there we go. A little bit too far away from the play, Vancouver on the board.
Yeah, Shotzi takes too much of a risk there, and Lunas makes them pay for it because he kept his positioning on the map alongside Abe. Gets that scoring in for Surge to potentially start to build some momentum here because we still haven't accounted for Shotzi. And it seems like they must have just forgotten about him because he finds that first kill to Gwyn for free. Should be traded here by TJ out of the Semtex, but all the map control again in favor of OpTic.
For now, everything's just mostly coming over the top of the ZMP location. Shotzi off spawn, hitting through mid. And Vancouver are just going to opt to receive it instead of trying to find some initiation of their own. Largely respecting the fact that OpTic have gained control over the top of the device. Now Shotzi makes his move through couches. Hook from the front. Nothing going their way though. Now Mercules, what can he salvage? Good for one. Slides over. Really impressive moment there for Merc. Doesn't fully expect the third, but again, enough space and time gained for the defense to reestablish itself, and OpTic off spawn, winning gunfights to potentially put these hack together again.
And now what can your lead blocker find you? It's going to be Dashy. Doesn't decide to take any space, still sitting at the cobble wall, but you can see if your Minimap the player off the respawn and Hook, it's going to take you sweet time to work a middle route. Because you'd much rather have this kind of standoff than be on the defensive side, but Gwyn and Lunars are able to find two. Shotzi needs to iron up and clutch up on a gunfight with the Jaeger, and he's able to find one and hits the best Clayster impersonation right off the bat.
Seen that a couple of times this weekend. Tricky spot, to be sure. But OpTic still fine. Mercules feeling the pressure from the front at B. We'll move over and look at Shotzi. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't look at Shotzi. Lunar's able to find him deep. So now we're just kind of killing the clock. And if you're Vancouver, we need to go. Like, we need to try to play for the win here and at least try to get some pressure on the map. And it just feels like they're continuing just to sit on their heels and play defense.
Because it's tough, man. It's so hard to keep track of the players on the side of the green wall. Tell by the play style, like even if we take care of Shotzi, we have to be aware of everybody else working pinch routes.
Woof.
And when you're so aware of the other routes, that's what opens up the lane for OpTic to strike at that B point. 4-1 is the tally. 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. Vancouver need a miracle.
Yeah, and it's just another one of those moments that for Vancouver, I hear you when it comes to OpTic being all over the map, but a lot of the reasoning for why OpTic all over the map is because we can't win individual gunfights, especially when Shotzi is still finessing like this. I mean, we have to be able to win gunfights here. And that's the other part of the problem. If you're Vancouver, we're dealing with everybody negative right now. Some of them worse than others, as Dashy is able to pistol whip one more. Hook trying to get his fun involved, but Abe will be able to shut that down, and Vancouver will have numbers for the first time as Shotzi lurks behind the play.
Yeah, now look, they think that, all right, our pitch has been cleared all now. Shotzi just chooses the right time in the strike, and even though he doesn't locate kill number 3, it single-handedly shuts down the push here for Surge. Now 1 minute and left to go. EMP on the rotation, and you don't really have time to make plays like this, so this one's got to count.
No. And still, getting 3 scores in 50 seconds is pretty much mathematically impossible. So OpTic will win this map and win the series, pending they don't just get
Still got a
relayed on right
chance.
now. That's true. That's why the
35
pending
seconds.
part of that conversation comes in. You can still do this if you're Vancouver, but again, it's going to be a Herculean effort.
Yeah, well, they had the mid-map control. So far, step 1 done. You currently have a player watching their pinch, but they don't find the opening kill. This is where the nuke can make his impact be felt. He locates one guy, only 2 players on the opposite side for Surgeon. Now, the game is over.
Yep. Comfortable, quick, and easy for